Well, I'm just gonna upload this. No editing or anything like this. This is me morning rough shot. I had a friend ask me, "Why do you sleep with your guns?" Don't want to put them in here. But it's part of our life. It's part of who we are. I don't care about agendas, silencing this, that, and the other. I'm gonna speak truth because I no longer worry about anything. Last night, I told myself, and then again this morning, and so this morning I did it. I had to see. With all this removing emotions and feelings, what is the purpose of doing it? I had a wonderful conversation with Brother Marcus. I always have wonderful conversations with people on the side. Like a conversation that can bring wonderment. Something that can explain or touch something or touch on something without having a specific focus or direction. Something that culminates into relativity without somebody attempting to explain it or explain it forward or away. I was thinking about maybe I'm gonna call my aunt and tell her, and she offered me some money the other day. I don't need it. And I was like, you know what? I would like to have a picture of her, Mama, Jazz, Reggie, and Dwight. And that's it. A big picture. So I'm gonna call her today and suggest to see just bluntly like that, because believe me, I don't have no qualms or feelings about how I communicate, because I'm reaching a pinnacle, and it was a time when I could say it was scary, and I don't like the word wish. I truly would have embraced somebody being around a quarter century ago when I felt this and being able to explain it. But there's a reason for it. I had to go through whatever it is I've been going through to get to where I'm at. So this morning, I woke up without picking up a picture of my service dog. I need my I need my shit-lated copper. Bananas are missing 70 to 76% of copper. So I mean, tomatoes, apples are missing up. I gotta throw this in there, like 50 to 60% of vitamin C. They keep making the food presentable while lowering its standards because the agenda's for real, and I don't care about their fucking agenda. But anywho, I'm getting to the point of not eating and allow my body to sustain off of its own. I can't explain it. Back to the story in hand. I had to go off on that little zenith of a, because it's important. So I was picture that was put together by somebody who I literally don't hate, but I detest, because they're like Jannah, darkness, Jannah. It's like when I say family, Sidanelli, Sidanelli. People have heard the way they pronounce it, and it's wrong. I'm not here to debate it. So I have this picture created by somebody who I detest, who's lost, but no hate towards this person. I don't have time for hate. It has destroyed and ruined so many. And it's blind hate with no ambition, no goal, no end. And I looked at pictures of my children, my ex-wives, Christian wives. I'm not in that Christian stuff, people. I'm not a religion. I'm not saying don't be involved, but I know the origin of all these religious ideologies and where they were taken from. And so I will stick with my stories, the pale wolf and the dark wolf. I will stick with mother, the abyss, the water. I understand what space is. It's not somewhere far away or out. The complexities. It's not okay. Self-interpretation. That's what destroys. I'm not part of these people who seek by design, once I've been lied to and culturally appropriated and delved it, lied to for so many generations, to come back full swing, and it have nothing to do but everything to do with the liars and order, real order, which I don't think word is it's It's a good supplement for the truth or what order or God or whatever that is. I know it takes away from us to give away our energy, our power. No longer. I'm not in that bracket. So I have these pictures I looked at without picking them up. And I allowed myself to feel what should be felt without allowing it to be overbearing. And I cried. Because the memories for each one, because of the condition of my heart, the brokenness, or the condition of my spirit or my energy, the brokenness, I was actually to be able to detract and retract from a lot of the negative that I never created. I played a part in because of our ignorance, but I never created. And I was, for a minute, I gave myself permission to feel all that good that people miss, that's always with us. And that feeling was so was so friggin' powerful. I was getting ready to call somebody to say, yo, bro, I'm crying. I can't stop. That's how immense, since I've been scratching the surface of order, looking at things, not attempting to create nothing new, just allowing something that we evade because we're ignorant. And it scared me. Not now, though. It was the best damn feeling of love, if that's the word we want to use to express omnipotence to something grand. If that's something that we want to utilize to express something that I believe we've lost contact with, to reconnect. And I'm not talking about I love them so much that I want to go out and hurt and kill and hate. No, I can't explain it. So sometime today I'm going to call my aunt and I'm going to ask her if she will do it. But straight out, because I don't know any other way how to do things now. I just ask. I don't have no preconceptions or thoughts. I don't worry about denial, plausibility, yes, and nays, and whatever. Those things don't occupy. I take people on a walk with me through this life of whatever it is I'm going through. Because I don't know any other way. A lot of people have said, just be quiet. They're going to, I was like, be quiet for what? Because I'm not part of no secret sect, all this foolishness. They're destroying themselves. They don't have a clue. I don't care. Not like what the cares that a lot of y'all have is not the cares that I have. It's, now I understand. I don't understand, no. Now I recognize, I see certain things for what they are. It was the best damn feeling. Those tears. All those years of walking around hard, being in the back of the crowd, being the one I have to worry about, but not saying nothing, being the one to knock people out, all that bull crap. You know, my grandpa being Lightning Charlie Wright, Joe Louis was scared to fight, PBA and Newark. I don't know why they shut it down. I was starting to donate money to something that don't exist. That shows you how corrupt the police department is. When I go home, when I was in the military, to stop at dewdrops and check out the young up and comers, no names put out. I always be like to the coach, the guys, don't say nothing. I'm just in here just to hit the bag a few times. I got to get back to down Florida, or in Ceaseville when it was open a long time ago. Visiting Muhammad Ali's old, training, the summertime, in Pennsylvania, you go to grassroots, you go to, Muhammad Ali and train, Pennsylvania. Just visiting old things and seeing how ego and all these things that are pushed destroy our people. And I was able to subjugate myself to something that is not based upon inferiority. I was able to detract and remove myself with help. I can't explain the help. Something helped me. Some people who have all the answers will say your own intuition, this, that, and the other. No, no. And it's still attempting to help me, and I'm still very arrogant and ignorant. But damn if that didn't feel good. I didn't have to think about the money I raised for St. Jude, stuffing a Sloan Kettering, and talking to people there with cancer, man-made cancer, corporate. I'm not going to get into that here. Okay. Stay positive, right? No need to throw woo or pitch woo into the corners of arachnids, baby self-devouring, baby analytics. No. I was able to feel something I have not felt, I think, since I was a child, but it was in fear. It was the truth. And it felt so. There was no negativity. I didn't think about nobody, what people say. Nobody's name had to come out of my mouth to get a point across. No, nothing. It was like I didn't have to pick those things up. I didn't have to go downstairs. I didn't have to take it off the wall. I had to take. The only thing closest to me was this of charisma. A lot of people know that we're the indigenous people of this land, and I'm an artist. And besides her cane that Charlie Henderson made with her hair, and he made a beautiful cane that sometimes I take to travel, as if charisma's riding with me. My grandma, I take her words of wisdom that I believe is always lost in the world of fantasy, make believe, comfort, words of comfort. I listen to my children and I hear the misdirection. The contemptuous hate created by a system that is void of compassion, whether it be education or government. And all those things were beautiful. It sounds crazy, right? And I saw my aunt smile. I saw so many smiles, whether flaccid or not, that they mattered more than anything. And it's hard talking about this because it's like a powerful friggin' boost of energy, dude. It's not what I thought. It's beyond my comprehension. I'm laying here in my bed, y'all. Places I've visited. I've walked and drove and walked all around. There's so many more. I've got many pictures I've got on layaway that I got to pick up. They're expensive, y'all. 300, like that right there was 280. Oh, that's the real deal. Oh yeah, I still want a frame around it. As an artist, people know we're kind of quirky and weird. My building models, as you saw, that I love doing, and we're not meant to be around long. Those of us like myself. We're meant to come, experience, and open our eyes again and leave. All the flutes in the world, I came across a 3-hole flute that I put down for a while now since I left the res. But this, I'm not going to sit here and play it. The sounds are. I'm pretty good. I just don't feel like getting all deep diaphragm. And it's a walking song that I play. They're not easy, 3-fingered flute. In high school, I learned the big one, and the clarinet, and tuner sax, and trombone, and drums. It's beauty all around us, and we have people who have ways of getting there, and sometimes it seems ugly. It's challenging. And I like what the brothers and sisters who are doing that, the walk they're on, are doing. It's not about whether I agree or don't agree. I understand. Last night I understood for the first time. There's a number of children who are going to be the difference. That's why they're attacking them. People, a lot of people really don't know what love is, and they are the embodiment of it. They are literally the main ingredient of love, for that word, if that's the word we're going to use, as we've been taught. So let's hold on to that. We can build from that. We are the central and most important ingredient in that word. That kaleidoscope of a visual of vindication called love. Otherwise, we wouldn't be where we're at and who we are, and attacked for who we are and what we are, with all kind of labels and stuff by people who haven't been here that long. You can't make this up. I'm gonna call her. It's a 3 hour difference. I'm gonna see if she'll do it. I know she will. I'll be going live a little later, and I won't be discussing this. Um, this was meant for this moment. If you want to go, and this is going to be a slap in somebody's face, and it needs to be, because they're cowards in positions that should never be. The people you see in the Chickasaw Nation are frauds. They're not the real ones. They're not the real people. Matter of fact, most of the clans and tribes and nations that you see running around from the East Coast, up north, all the way up to Washington, are false. They're fake. And they should be ashamed. But I don't say that for y'all to implicate yourselves and do something that's foolish. I say that because there is a weight, a toll, a bearing that has to be given. And they don't understand the seriousness of their aggressions. To embrace something and not embrace the true people who are lost, they were put in a position to be a gatekeeper, and they were never meant to be gatekeepers. And here they will always fail, never be successful or succeed. Not in order, not in the truth. The Mongols, Chinos, who they are, because they're Spanish, Chinese, they're new, what you call it, have all. There's only a handful of them that fought for us because they knew and they feared because they knew the stories. The majority of these people don't know nothing. The Hopi traditions of our stories have been washed down. The Paiute have been lost. The real ones, the Pima, don't even, most of them round out have been almost Asian, this new Asian out. What they say, whited out? I don't like that word, but that's not what it is. We'll use that for the people who are raised in that ignorance, who don't know the truth. Ignorance is not a bad word. I'm ignorant many of things, and it's an ugly thing. But they don't understand. There's a toll they have to pay. and they've been lied to, and they think they feel vindicated in their lie, or they're fully absorbed and they believe their lie, and they don't understand what the toll is. And it's a hefty payment. It's a hefty payment if we want to use that allegory. I'm thankful that I'm not them. That's all I will say. And it felt good to be able to cry. And it was meaningful. And it felt like nothing ever before. Not out of control. It was actually it relieved me, and it was invigorating. It's like having a good fart, and nobody's around. You're able to get it out, but you shouldn't be smelling like that because you shouldn't have ate that something, whatever it is you ate. So consciously you're aware, but it was good, and you just like walking down the aisles. But if you know you ugly, if you want somebody to smell it, but you know what I'm saying? Almost it was funny and a little lifting and a little enlightenment, Yeah, we know what I'm talking about. You act like you don't know. It's not like everybody has 4 or 5 bottles of liquid ass for pranking people like I do. Yes, I'm a prankster, but I see things differently, and I can't explain it. Not yet. Some people say, well, if you can see it, you should be able to explain it. It is not that simple. That's easy. That's an easier way to lie to the children with lies, and that's easy. But when it comes down to something to be able to make correction, not from fabricating something to no, it keeps people in hysteria and everything else. Yeah, they attempted to draw blood. The first time in my life in medicine, it made me wonder what she was really doing. Draw blood from my bicep? No, you're trying to tag me. I'm not worried about that stuff. I knew exactly what she was doing. She's standing there with a little blame face, trying to look all humble, like, no, it doesn't mean nothing to me. See, this is what they don't get. And they're going to keep having their little foolish, I don't like bad words like this, but the little foolish idiots do the same dumb thing. It makes absolutely no sense because they're unfocused, they're misdirected, and they think they're solid. There's a heavy toll to pay. There's a heavy, heavy toll to pay. Oh, well, I guess they're willing. It's like the guys that run around with a vest on to blow themselves up. But the funny thing is, we've been made to believe that they're wrong. When actually, in all actuality, we're wrong. We should have never been nowhere, anywhere doing the things we've done because it was never for the right reasons of order. Just like right now, they want to attack Iran. All these people to threaten each other. You paying attention? This is the world we live in. Well, y'all live in. I don't see it. I don't recognize it. There's something about freeing yourself when you've always been free and you were blind because the system has you locked up. And you can see, I don't have to comment on everything, but there are many of you who don't know nothing at all. So I had to tell you that when I cried, it was not like the tears of old. No, these were my ancestors' tears. They knew more. Yeah. Look, y'all have a wonderful day. All right. I speak that in abundance for those words. I use those words because y'all understand those words. I don't understand them. I think they're fictional. I think they're just words of characters that have no true meaning other than the meaning that has been given through conditioning. So, therefore, I say, y'all have an abundant, a good day. All right? But my meaning behind that is magnified 1,000,000 times. Just to give you a little Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say to that. I'll be going live twice today, I believe. And wow, it felt good to talk about that. And I gotta call my auntie here in a couple hours. Today I'm gonna attempt not to. I mean, I had some pumpkin seeds raw because they're good for testosterone. I had 90 a piece of 90% cocoa because it's good for the prostate. This is my fourth day, guys. No chewing tobacco. You know I don't smoke cigarettes. I have my weed. Um, a lot of y'all know this is OG Kush. Two hits, I put it down. I'm good to go to later on. When I see people smoke a lot, I now realize that it's not so much about abuse, but it's not medicinal. It's for a purpose of something other than their tolerance is high, and they're attempting to the word get high, which is it can be elevating depending on where they're at, the pineal gland and everything else. But depending where they got it from, who made it, who cultivated it, it can be damaging. Just like corn, carrots, which are fake. When I was growing up as a kid, I don't remember all the corns being orange. I remember corns being yellow and purple, red, and dark blue, just like the carrots. I don't remember them all being orange. Not until around like the 70s or something. Six like like 70s. Yeah, I remember the carrots having colors like purple and yellow, yellow, and shape funny. Not this long Bugs Bunny. That was conditioning. You see. So there's still those of us that the enemy would deem too important while they're trying to change the world. But you gotta remember now, they're partaking in the real stuff. You just don't see it. While you're eating all the crap that the corporate and the idiots who go and think they're geneticists and scientists who are fools keep messing up the food system. Those tears freed me from a whole lot of stuff. They let me see things and feel how good it is. This is so the enemy could see it too. It was meant to. It meant to be. I love y'all. Agape like. Um, there's nothing else I can say. I don't think there's any way to really explain what I felt or so I did the best I could. I gave the best information I could. Alright? I explained it the best way I could. I don't know. I did what I needed to do, and that's all I'm gonna say. Again, y'all have a grand day. Alright?